Well, hello folks, welcome back to this Euro Truck Simulator 2 episode career mode save with the Custard Haulers, the greatest trucking company in the world. As you can see, we are going to be doing yet another tandem trailer, but the big news is the 1.51 update has been released, so we're going to be talking about that. And as a result of this, we are currently in Germany. So let's have a look what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going from Rostock. We're at the port here behind us. And we're going to be driving all the way to Magdeburg, which is one of the 4 cities that has been updated. So this is our route. You can see here, Magdeburg is one of the areas that has been has been reworked. We are going to be going to this Unilever factory just to the south of Magdeburg, and so we are probably, once that's been delivered, going to come back in here and then probably try and take a job from one of the locations actually in the city. So this should be fun. We'll be on the outskirts of Berlin, where we haven't really actually been into Berlin yet, but it's going to be a nice drive back in Germany. Going to enjoy this. Rostock is another one of the reworked areas, so all of this area is going to be nice and good looking. Perhaps some of this eastern Germany area is perhaps a little bit less pretty at the minute, but these will all be reworked very, very soon. Right, let's get out there, let's get in there, let's start up. Toast is alongside me, and let's see how we get on with this ridiculously long trailer. We had a good time with the last one. Didn't really have any issues. I think there was only one minor issue we had, but that was it was a traffic light violation, wasn't there, and a car driving into the side of me for no apparent reason. So all of that was pretty good, and so hopefully we have a very similar thing going on. We are carrying containerized trees, so I think that means trees in containers. Yes, and we're leaving this massive factory here. And we're going to be taking these trees 239 miles. That's about 5 hours 58 is what we're expected to do. So here we go. Let's go. Take that a little bit wide. I mean, it is scary with that blooming trailer on the back, but we're doing all right. We're going to go again for another perfect delivery if we can manage it. And here we are in Rostock. Once we are completed with this, so essentially, we're going to be looking at the reworked areas. We're going to talk about exactly where those are in a second, but we're going to be looking at the reworked areas for the next couple of episodes. And then, if Greece has not dropped by then, and I don't know how far away we are from Greece, but it may. I don't think it's going to be a long time, because there has been another. There's been another release in DLC in ETS, so I'm kind of thinking we might see it quite soon. But if we don't, we will go back to the Beyond the Baltic Sea DLC and continue to work in that area. Because I was enjoying up there. I was enjoying Finland. Right, we'll see you about in a little bit. As we travel down, I want to talk a little bit about what has been reworked. I want to talk about what has been changed in the 1.51 update, because there's been a few little bits, not massive things, a few little bits, but there's a quite significant map upgrades, isn't there? Right, see you in a bit. Well, we're a couple of hours into the drive. Got a little lake or river or something on the right side as we're sort of wending our way down to Berlin. We're going to be making about 16,000 pounds out of this job, so it's a reasonable amount of money we've got. You can see our bank balance is very, very healthy. 1.7 million in the bank. Yes, we said we were going to buy another garage, and I think we'll be doing that very, very shortly, potentially in this episode. I think, unless we've already done this, we might be going for the Istanbul garage. I think that will be a good one. If we have done that already, we'll think again. But let's talk a little bit about the Germany rework, and let's talk about more broadly about 1.51 update. So the one thing that you notice straight away with the update is actually there has been a big reworked the title screen, which does look very, very snazzy. I do like it. So they, in the last one, they sort of did the UI of the sort of the screen when you're sort of loaded up. I think that was nice, and so they're snazzying up the title screen now in this one, so that looks really good. There's also a bunch of smaller things. I guess a couple of other things that I've noted was that there's an auto differential lock that you can toggle on. I'm not sure if this is on or not, but that will be good for going up hills. And also a blind spot sensor, which I think when I was watching Zilla's episode on this was automatically switched on, although it was kind of hard to see it in action. So yeah, I think both of those things potentially are going to be quite useful. Whether they will play a big part in how we drive, I don't know, but if anything to help me have less accidents is a good thing, I think. But the big thing, particularly in ETS2, I mean this has been an easy drive so far, the big thing has been the Germany rework, and they've been doing a variety of reworks over the last few updates, and we've had a good look at all of them, and as we're doing today. So there's 4 cities that have been reworked, and these are Bremen, Kassel, Osnabrück and Magdeburg, and we're going to be going to Magdeburg, which is the smallest of those 4 cities today. We'll just have a quick look on the map at the other 3 cities, and you can see they sort of sit around Hanover, Osnabrück here, Kassel here, Bremen there. Hanover was done in a recent one, wasn't it? Was the one with, was it? No, these were done. Oh, I can't remember. It was it was these 4 that was done fairly recently. What was before that? Because Hamburg was done with Kiel, Travemünde and Rostock. Hanover must have been in the one before that. But we can see Osnabrück has got a photo opportunity that's in there. Bremen has as well, and Kassel has a viewpoint, and we'll certainly be having a look at those. I expect to see hidden roads and all sorts of other things. They've completely reworked all of these from the ground up. They've improved the road networks around it. They've put more thought into to make it more like the real life. So they've put some thought into the types of industry that are there and tried to make that more realistic. So for example, in Magdeburg they've got a windmill factory, which I presume is the electronic windmills, and a food mill, which apparently they have there. They've got a harbour there as well, and a water bridge which goes over the Elbe River. And the big focus on that particular city was the industrial part of the city. The reason for that was they didn't really have a lot of space to play with, so they've had to kind of focus in that place. But pictures online look really nice, and if you want to have a look before you get a chance to do this, it looks like it's been absolute chaos there. But if you want to have a look at the pictures before you try, there's a link on the Steam page to an external site which has got a load of the images from Magdeburg and the other 3 cities. So I'm really looking forward to this. It looks like we're turning right any moment. This is the ring road around Berlin, just here. So we'll head on down here. Oh, balls! Right, are we going to be able to do this with these guys? This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a challenge, but it's not a ridiculous challenge, is it? Oops. Damage 8%. I mean that's because we're already pretty damaged, but hopefully on this slip road there isn't, we can get past this. We don't have a helicopter that throws us across the everything. So we have missed that, but let's see what we've got here. At least there's nothing on the slip road. Looks like this is closed. So yeah, that's all good. Somewhere up here we'll have a broken down vehicle or a vehicle on fire or something. It's been a while actually since I've seen this, so that's all good. Okay folks, well we'll head on up the road, and I'll come back when we see whatever it is that's blocking the path. Oh, it's here. What we got? We'll slow down a little bit. I think we perhaps want to go in this. Oh crud. it's the helicopter. Are we going to be able to get past that? Are we going to have to try? I mean, the fact that the blades were going through our truck is slightly worrying, but you know, we got away with it. There we go. Right, folks. We'll drive on a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple of comments that were left on the last episode about some of the questions I asked around the landmarks in the Finnish locations that we were driving around. So big thanks to those who commented on that. But we'll check back in a second, maybe about an hour out of Magdeburg. Well, folks, we are going to have to make a detour, unfortunately, which I didn't notice. Our fuel is running critically low, so we are actually going to drive into Magdeburg. As I'm going to take this image here, it looks. Oh wow! Look at this! Look at the barges. How cool's that? Yeah. So we're going to drive into Magdeburg. We're going to pick up some fuel, so we're actually going to get to see what this is like and what is going on up here. They've slapped their anchors on up there, and we can see the fuel's just down there, so it's not very far. But I want to see this bridge. I'm not sure if that was it, because that must have been the River Elbe. So we'll head down here and hopefully see something rather cool. So I'll see you as we're on the approach. So there's one of the industries that you can see just there. Looks like some sort of quarry or something like that. And I think that thing you can see above there is some sort of rock transport, or it's a walkway for people. One of the two. It kind of looks like that with a conveyor belt on it, but that's far too long, isn't it? That's going to be a pedestrianised bit. So left will be into Magdeburg, or right will be into that factory. Okay, let's see what we've got, folks. Let's see what we've got. Well, they said they make windmills here, so there we go. We can see that. We've discovered Magdeburg, which we've never actually been here previously. So that's something. We're still on a perfect score. Oh, there's like a... What's that? I recognise that. I'm not sure if that's a petrol station or like a diner or something. We're going to be taking a right somewhere along here. We can see we're going to go over the railway lines, perhaps. I'm liking the look of this place. What is that? That's pretty cool. Oh wow, that's it. Yeah, so what we can see here is where they're making these windmills, which is very, very cool. Oh, that's a nice thing. Look how massive those things are. Oh, look at this. I'm already taken by this massively. Look at that. Look at the architecture on that building. That is fabulous. Okay, we're taking a right here. I have no idea how this is going to go, but we're coming in here and we're going to hope for the very, very best. Right, filled the tank up. I think, yeah, we can perhaps just go around this area here, and maybe instead of you going over there, well, maybe we can perhaps go around here. Take a nice wide turn. Oh, we've got to go right here. Oh, bloody hell. There we go, that's fine. That's fine. It looks like that's the garage that we can pick up here. Can't see anything coming, but in all truth, I can't see anything at all. And then we're going to be heading left here. Keeping an eye out for secret roads and all that sort of stuff. So we'll head on a little bit further. We're going to go down this road here, and then yeah, we'll come back if we see anything cool. So you can sort of see here the focus on industry, and you've got that all over the place. You've got tracks all over the road, which is really very, very cool. and we're sort of heading down here. I don't know where this bridge is that they were talking about. That's as far as we can go. So maybe it's somewhere else. Anyway, I think we've seen everything. We're going to head back very, very shortly. We're bringing a car with us, folks. I think we are. Is it? Where is it? Oh no, I've left it back there. Right. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I don't even think we got damaged there. We just slapped that car. Something proper. And okay, so we're on our way out of Magdeburg now, and we're going to head towards our final location, which is just a little bit to the west, I think, as you saw on the map. Hopefully that's all. I think it's still a perfect delivery, because I even though we hit that car and then dragged it around for a little bit, we didn't seem to incur anything for that collision, which is weird. You kind of would think that would happen. Right, so I'll see you in a little bit when we have got ourselves sorted there. This is going to be a tight turn. Thankfully, we can use all of the road there. So we're just heading a little bit further down the road, just 40 miles away. And if we see that that bridge, if it was anything other than the bridge we went over on the way into Magdeburg, then I will show you that. And anything else we come across. So see you in a bit. Well, we've just come off the motorway, the Autobahn, and you can see up ahead we're going into this forest, which looks pretty cool, pretty inviting. Almost looks misty in there, which is nice. And our location is just 18 miles away. I think the plan, sort of going beyond this, is that we will kind of look to go to some of those other cities. But one of the things that I did want to sort of mention was a couple of the locations that we went to in Finland. First was where we finished up was Oikiloto, which was this massive factory or something, which was just that, and at the location. Apparently it's a nuclear power station. So thanks Harmi and Kimi Reinkinen for letting us know about that. Apparently the third reactor was 13 years delayed and it's now out of order, so apparently not the best up there. And I also talked about a statue which we saw in the nearby city, and that was Carl Gustav Emil Mannerheim, who apparently has a very famous Finn who's done like everything. He's been president, there's a baron, a commander in the army, all sorts of stuff. You know, some kind of local celebrity from the past kind of thing. So that's who that was. Apparently loads of streets are named after him. And here we are. I wonder whether this is the food mill that they were talking about. Looks a nice location. It's because the Unilever locations are always kind of a little bit rural, aren't they? Right, so we're going up here. I was hoping for, I'd like this, but I was hoping for maybe something like a this is going to be a hard turn, a hidden road or something. Right. I'd be interested. So there's either a 20 or a 60. So basically, we've got to go right in front of ourselves. Okay. It was nothing to do with what I was thinking. But anyway, we managed to do it. Took a little bit longer over it, but managed to do a perfect delivery as well. Not a single speeding error. There was that little bit of a crash that wasn't really registered as a crash. Oh no, there was something, wasn't there? I hit something, didn't I, when I was going past the ambulance? No, it's not a perfect delivery, damn it. Okay, folks, so I think what we are going to do is we are not going to take a job from there. We will probably look to take a job from Magdeburg. Now we're here, and we can take wind turbines. I mean, that would be a nice one to do, but I want to take it into one of these cities that has been done. So Kassel, Osnabrück, or whichever one. Is it Bremen? Yeah, Bremen. So we'll have a look whether that exists. So, for example, we could take this load of sausages, DHL sausages, to Kassel to see what that's about. And I think that might be one of the more interesting routes to go on, because there is a nice viewpoint to have a look at there. It's not the most exciting of... Well, I mean, sausages is quite exciting, but that's what we'll be looking for. So we might do, because it's going to be a fairly short drive, we might do a couple of trips in this episode. Perhaps go from Kassel then up to Bremen or Osnabrück or something like that. But whatever we'll do, hopefully you will join us and come along for the ride. If you did enjoy yourself, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you for the next one.